What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 510 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 137 of Wednesday afternoon Genesis. Usually, of course, streamed on a Saturday nights, but as this is the schedule is a bit edited. And I was supposed to be streaming this last night, but unfortunately I could not. So now here we are. The final stream, guys, before Ascendant 6 this weekend. The 3-day extravaganza begins on Saturday with the pre-show and panel. We go into Sunday for day 1 and Monday for day 2, the grandest stage of them all, the show of shows. It goes by many names, but you will most definitely want to be there because we have 24 huge matches that you simply, you don't want to miss when you get right down to it. That's the bottom line. You don't want to miss it. Just like you're not going to want to miss our opening matchup here on this stacked go-home show, as there could be one more amendment to the Ascendant 6 card just days away from the event going down, because the CMV Anarchy Championship is about to be decided. Angelo Babos with a massive opportunity to walk into Ascendant 6 as the Anarchy Champion. It was a few months ago, Babos made his debut here in CMV, defeating D'Angelo Prince while he was still champion, while he had the title. And ever since then, Babos has been petitioning general manager of Genesis, Castle Fame, to give him an opportunity, rightful opportunity, he feels, at the championship. And that is exactly what she is doing here on the final Genesis before Ascendant 6, guys. If Angelo Babos wins this matchup, he will replace Prince in defending the Anarchy title in that fatal four-way against Tyson Cage, Adam Finito, and Billy Shaw. Meanwhile, Prince might not even get on the Ascendance card, so it's truly all or nothing for D'Angelo Prince here in this matchup. Meanwhile, Babos has got only something to gain, to lose. What's up, Bateman, you little sweet treat? Burn it down! That's how it should be said at the actual song. Seth Rollins should come out, burn it down! And there he is in a fresh, if I do say so myself, new attire. The CMV Anarchy Champion carrying at his side his crown jewel. It is all on the line for D'Angelo Prince if he hopes to compete at his first ever Ascendance, walking into the show of shows as champion. Babos could take it all away for him with just a 3 count or just a tap out. You know what I did, Gumball? And you missed the deadline and I still got them because I'm just a nice guy. I've seen that compilation, but I can't remember his laugh right now for some reason. And of course, this is just the first of 7 awesome matches here on tonight's show, guys, that culminates in the main event where a first time ever match goes down. Maybe a dream match for some people, certainly for me. I cannot wait. It is going to be Brett Angel versus Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews, 2 living legends in CMV today. Go one-on-one for the very first time ever. We've also got an old rivalry that never really died, revisited Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf one-on-one, not to mention the match we were supposed to get at Purgatory, and no holds barred it will be as Xander Slate and Adam Scott collide. And there's Angelo Babos, ready as ever for this opportunity, the biggest opportunity of his entire career, maybe even his entire life, to go into the biggest show in CMV history with that championship that currently lies over the shoulder of D'Angelo Prince. Of course, as this is for the Anarchy title, this is an Anarchy Rules match. What's up, Z? People say that when I wear out my voice and it's all raspy, I sound like Seth Rollins. So maybe, probably over Ascendance Weekend, my voice will get all worn out, and then you'll get your Rollins laugh. So here we go, Anarchy Championship on the line. D'Angelo Prince defending against Angelo Babos. Guys, the winner of this matchup defends the championship at Ascendance this weekend. Pullback attack right out of the gate. Babos knows that he can beat D'Angelo Prince. He did it in his debut. But when the title's on the line, when the lights are shining bright, when the pressure is on, can he do it again? Starting off strong here, as now he goes after Prince's leg, which is a good strategy because Prince likes to use his legs for various kicking combinations. The air to the throne, that rocket kick variation. You've also got the roundhouse kick of his he likes to call Coronation. And here's our first tweet of the night, guys, coming from Jaquan Shea, who says, "My actions will speak louder than my words come Ascendance." Of course, Jaquan Shea, one of the 7 men set to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance 6. Tonight, he's involved in a Fatal 4-Way. All Money in the Bank participants in action tonight. Those 4 in the Fatal 4-Way, and then also a triple threat as Babos using that Anarchy Rules stipulation sledgehammer to the gut of D'Angelo Prince. Now he's just going to go throw it ringside. Don't know that he had to walk all the way out there. Wasting time as now he goes for the pin. Not even a 1 count, though. Prince taking that shot to the gut and stride. Big kick to the chest, though it has been all Babos so far. What up, Jay Jones? Believe the first time that you've ever journeyed over to this side of CMV. Nice to see you. Kicking off Genesis number 137, the last stream before the 3-day extravaganza that is Ascendance 6 this weekend, beginning on Saturday with the pre-show and panel. Chest bump, Anarchy title on the line. Angelo Babos challenging D'Angelo Prince. What is up, Hardline, also, you big oaf. Jawbreaker. Prince now gonna take Babos down. An interesting strategy. This matchup's not been going his way so far. Gonna do a bit of taunting, using Babos like a mat almost there to do some one-armed press-ups. Hook to the jaw from behind. Forward Russian leg sweep. That's a signature maneuver of Prince. He always does it in the corner so that his opponent's face goes smacking down the turnbuckles. Babos recuperates pretty quickly, but D'Angelo Prince pulling out a steel chair. The age-old equalizer tries to utilize it, but is unable to. Babos instead clacks it over his head, now thrown into the apron with that Irish whip. And here's a tweet, guys, from Maurice Matthews that says, "I finally found the rapscallion that spat that disgusting gum out of his putrid mouth. I'm calling that hobgoblin out after my match tonight. Stay tuned, you little sardines." So does Reese Matthews finally have the gum-spitting culprit in his sights? We thought he did months and months ago back at Wildcard. He called out Guri Sukanov, who he thought was the gum-spitter. It turned out to not be. Will the same happen tonight, or has his investigation come to an end? Will we finally get the answers we've been waiting for all season long? Of course, Matthews in action in 6-man tag. Match later on as Babos to the top rope, pointing to some poor fan in the front row. Oh, nice Hurricane Rana to the pin. Can Babos take it home? 1. No, just a 1 count. You're going to see the international champion, the unbeaten Tower of Dominance, Brody Hallett, team with the Forsaken. What a team that's going to be to take on Matthews and the World Tag Team Champions, the ATL. I don't know how I feel about Matthews calling the CM Universe sardines. Sardines are generally looked down on. Short arm clothesline there by the Anarchy Champion, fighting for everything right now. His spot at Ascendant 6. 1 3 count, 1 tap out away. He can lose it all. Yeah, is Reese Matthews trying to hint at something? Is El Jefe the gum spitter? I think El Jefe was actually a suspect, but Reese ruled him out because of the whole mask situation. I think Babos is going for a GTS reverse DDT there by Prince. Takes a little bow. D'Angelo Prince always wanted to be very full of himself and appreciate his own handiwork, but with so much on the line here, I don't know that I'd be wasting this much time as Prince is to the apron, looking to fly through the air. Is this so smart? Taking a big risk. Phenomenal forearm connects, though. Now he's going to go to the outside. We've already seen a sledgehammer use the steel chair. These two are not shying away from doing whatever they have to do. What's Prince going to pull out? Oh, ladder. Money in the Bank coming early. D'Angelo Prince throwing in the steel ladder. Babos going to get out of the ring to duck it. Now an Irish whip to the corner. Slowly approaches. What is Babos going for here? Irish whip and countered by Prince. D'Angelo props himself up using the ropes. Catches Prince with a head scissors and thrown face first into that second turnbuckle. Holding him there as well. Almost adding insult to injury as he goes for a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, however, for Angelo Babos, the challenger here for the Anarchy Championship. He's targeting a lot on D'Angelo Prince's arm, which is interesting. Might Babos be setting up for an arm bar or an arm submission of some kind? We know that D'Angelo Prince likes to utilize the Tequila Sunrise sometimes to finish off opponents. Oh no, the steel ladder! Tries to use it as a weapon against Prince, but Prince takes it from him, throws it to the side. Misses that spinning soul kick. Oh, almost connected, but Prince caught it. Now thrown overhead with the fireman's carry. The outlaw, Angelo Babos, looking to win his first CMV championship and take Prince's spot in the Fatal 4-Way at Ascendant 6. Currently, Babos is slated to compete in the Slick Memorial Battle Royal, but if he beats Prince here, it might be Prince who is subjugated to the Battle Royal instead. Forearm smash by Babos, now going for a figure 4. Figure 4 being applied by Angelo Babos. An excruciating, age-old submission hold, but Prince gonna find a way to escape before he's forced to submit. Oh my God. And now Prince, despite the damage just done to the legs, able to get off the air to the throne. The boot to the side of the head, and there it is. I was just talking about it. Tequila Sunrise by the champion to retain his title. Will D'Angelo still be going to Ascendant 6 as the champion? Tequila Sunrise is in deep. Can Babos escape? No, Prince lets go. I guess not enough left in the tank to get the submission, but now Babos is out of it. The damage is done and a dirty pin completely legal, but only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. Babos sticks in it somehow, some way. He's got to be sore as a mofo. But D'Angelo knows he's in control. What's up, Mark? I would say just in time, but not quite. This match has been going on for a while now. It's been very back and forth. Rolling savant kick from the top rope by Babos. Babos to the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. The Anarchy Championship is on the line. Angelo Babos challenging D'Angelo Prince. It's been a hard-hitting, hardcore match so far. Sledgehammer, steel chair, and now the ladder to the chest of the Prince, and now to the back, and then to the face. The points of that steel ladder ramming into the skin of D'Angelo Prince, who takes it in stride. A running arm wrench. Angelo Babos is completely out of it. Spinning soul kick. Irish whip. Calf kick. Calf kick again. Angelo Babos refuses to stay down, now caught up in a rolling neck breaker. D'Angelo's body's got to be hurting right now. Angelo Babos has hit him with a sledgehammer, a steel chair, and then the ladder. Now going to go for an Indian Deathlock. Indian Deathlock applied. Babos this entire match has been targeting the arms and legs of Prince, but Prince again is going to escape. Knee to the midsection. D'Angelo propped up against the ropes. Back body drop on the apron though. Prince goes for a wild right hand. It misses. Caught him the second time. Then punches Chris Benoit's ghost. Looks like D'Angelo's maybe trying to take this precious moment here to get some gas back in the tank while Babos is down on the outside, but he's also giving Babos time to recuperate, and Babos does just that. The winner of this matchup will go into Ascendant 6 to defend the title in a fatal 4-way against Tyson Cage, Adam Finito, and Billy Shaw. The winner might not even be on the Ascendant 6 card. Everything is on the line for D'Angelo. Prince goes for that discus knee, but Prince instead with a side effect. What a counter there by the Anarchy Champion. It is not false count anywhere, though. They can stay out here as long as they want to. D'Angelo thrown into the steel steps, man. His body is being put through the meat grinder in this match. Pinfall submissions have to happen inside of the ring. Now it is Babos who goes into the steel steps. Stop down on the lower back. Wait a minute. What's Prince doing? Locking in to kill a Sunrise. He can't win with this out here, though. It's not false count anywhere. Even if Babos taps, it won't matter. I guess Prince is just trying to inflict as much damage as he possibly can, knowing that there's nowhere for Babos to go here ringside. No escape. What's up, Extreme? And again, into the steel steps. Now it is Babos who is being torn limb from limb, but still no quit in the Outlaw. Like I said, he's beaten Prince before. He knows for a fact that he could do it, that he could get it done. But can he right here, right now? When it matters the most. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Babos just a 3 count away. He's been trying for a lot of submissions in this matchup. Maybe he's going to try to tap out D'Angelo Prince. I'm not sure, but a lateral press there by the Anarchy Champion. 1, 2, only a 2 count. D'Angelo now goes up to the second turnbuckle. What a hell of a way to kick off the go-home edition of Genesis with Ascendant 6 this weekend. Tries for a leg drop, but Babos moved out of the way, and now Babos is lying in wait, but he was too slow. Snap German suplex by D'Angelo. And D'Angelo, frequent pin attempts. Remember, there are no rope breaks. This is Anarchy rules. Only a 2 count, though. You can tell Prince is desperate. He wants to finish Babos off. Gonna try to do so with these knees right here. To the side of the head again and again. Absolutely vicious. And Babos now busted wide open after the 3rd knee. But Babos, that just pissed him off. Dragon screw. Kick to the head. Action rolls out of the way as Prince. They meet face to face. Kick to the gut. Counter. Tit for tat. Back and forth. Reversal fest ensuing. Back suplex. And the tip up by Prince. And that just goes to tell you how athletic this man is after what a grueling match he's been through a second time. Air to the throne. Not able to get to the pin, though. D'Angelo Prince has exhausted all of his energy. He's literally running on fumes, but perhaps he's closing in on the death blow as he waits in the corner. But Babos was ready. Babos was, no! Discus knee! Out of nowhere, clips D'Angelo. And Babos now tries to follow through with the jumping cutter, but Prince denies it. And Prince with a reverse DDT. And a 3rd time, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Tequila Sunrise by D'Angelo Prince. And Babos, is there any way he can survive this? The heart of Angelo Babos, he refuses to tap. Prince is getting livid. He is visibly furious. But again, Babos seemingly has passed out from the pain. 1, 2, no! Babos will not stay down, and D'Angelo does not know what he has to do to win. Angelo not knowing the meaning of the word quit in this match. He is a machine, but even machines can be broken eventually. D'Angelo, the frequent pins, man. After every move he hits, he tries for a pin. He just wants this match over with. Excuse me. Out onto the apron now. Springboard, 630, or 450, I should say, my bad. Splash, beautifully executed. Doing some damage to the ribs of Babos, but Babos, wrong time to taunt, my friend, and you're going to pay for it. falling dropkick. Babos is bleeding badly now from that gash on his forehead, gushing blood, donning the proverbial crimson mask. Clothesline though. A second win for Babos. Can he take it home? Trip up. There's the roar. The adrenaline coursing through Babos' veins. The biggest match of his career. But Prince not going to let his championship reign go down the drain so easily. Side effect. Can the Prince keep his crown jewel? 1, 2, 3. Yes, he can. Finally, D'Angelo Prince gets it done after a side effect. What a match. No shame in Angelo Babos' efforts, and D'Angelo Prince uncharacteristically going to show some respect. But Babos denies it. Babos is pissed, maybe more himself than D'Angelo Prince. What a hell of a match. Prince is still Anarchy champion. He offered the respect, but a hell of an effort by Angelo Babos. He gave it his all and nothing to be ashamed of, and I don't blame him for not accepting Prince's handshake there after the match. It would have been nice to see. I always enjoy seeing sportsmanship here in CMV, but what are you going to do? Like I said, Babos is probably more upset with himself than he is anybody else. But D'Angelo Prince was not about to let his Ascendant 6 opportunity drain that easy. So now it is confirmed. D'Angelo Prince defends his title in the Fatal 4-Way match against Tyson Cage, Adam Vito, and Billy Shaw at Ascendant 6 this weekend. Meanwhile, going to have to try his luck in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal, but things between them don't seem to be over just yet. I mean, they're 1-1 now. You can't let a 1-1 stand. There's got to be a rubber match down the road, but speaking of rematches, in the realm of that at least, up next, we have got what has been a very heated rivalry. Pretty Ortiz, 1/3 of the new Trios champions, in action against Josh Wolf. It was, of course, Reese Ortiz who defeated Josh Wolf in the finals of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational to win and go on to challenge Britt unsuccessfully for the Alpha World Championship. Ortiz, a part of the hashtag No Confidence movement, feels as though it should be him facing Chris Andrews in the main event of Ascendant 6 for the Alpha World Championship, and that Wolf does not deserve the opportunity. Well, here's Ortiz's chance to prove yet again that his words ring true. However, this isn't the same Josh Wolf he fought 3-4 months ago. This is Fenrir. This is not even reminiscent of a man anymore. And perhaps that exactly is what had to happen to Josh Wolf in order to prepare him for the main event of Ascendant 6, that 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match for the Alpha World Championship against his once friend, Chris Andrews, who of course is in action tonight in our main event, taking on Brett Angel in a first-time encounter. Can both these men head into Ascendant 6 with momentum on their side? And a tweet from Babos Guy says, over to confidence will down you in a sea of reality. I think he meant to say drown. Over to confidence will drown you in a sea of reality. A quote there from some guy named Norring, who I do not know. But Babos obviously saying that he was overconfident and it costed him in the end. Indeed, you saw Reese Ortiz with that Trios Championship around his waist. He and the Good Brothers defeating the BRC earlier this week on Fusion to win the gold. Of course, the Good Brothers in action at Ascendant 6 battling Brule. And if you are not a member of our website, cmvwrestling.com, exclamation point, join in the chat. We'll give you a link. Boy, you missed quite the bar brawl. Well, recounts of a bar brawl that went down between the Good Brothers and Brule inside of Dulaire's bar, the last laugh. You should definitely check that out, but Xander Slade, of course, in action tonight as well. He'll be taking on Adam Scott. So Reese Ortiz doesn't have to worry about looking over his shoulder like what happened last week when Adam Scott attacked him, costing him the International Championship against Brody Halleck. Scott's going to be busy preparing for Slate later on tonight. Josh Wolf, the inaugural and two-time Rising Star champion. He can beat Chris Andrews. The one time they ever fought, he beat the Bloody Brit. But on the other side of things, Andrews has the Iron Man match experience. He's competed in 2. He won both. Wolf has never been in that kind of scenario. He's never had to have that kind of endurance. 30 minutes will be on the clock. No DQs for the Alpha World Championship. When the lights are on bright, can Wolf get it done? Can he become Alpha World Champion? Last week, he went through the ringer against John Reed to come out victorious. Can he prove once and for all that he's the better man than Reese Ortiz? This is not the Josh Wolf that we all once knew and admired. This is Fenrir. He has fully taken over. And look at that face, Jesus Christ. That's a face only a mother could love. So here we go. Reese Ortiz versus Josh Wolf one-on-one yet again. Just days away from Ascendant 6. Of course, it has now been confirmed, made official, that Reese Ortiz will meet his ex-husband, Adam Scott. And look at that, a feigned handshake out of the gate by Reese Ortiz as he decides to take a cheap shot. Referee Perry White separating them. Josh Wolf fuming and Reese Ortiz using his emotions against him to get the early advantage with that float over DDT right there. Josh Wolf wasn't about to fall for the handshake, but just the thought of the handshake enough to allow Reese Ortiz to catch him off guard with the cheap shot, and now Ortiz is in control because of it. Yo, what up, Goldman, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Excited for the monster to debut this Saturday on the pre-show and panel and the 3rd annual Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. But right here, we are live for Genesis. And Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf add yet another chapter to their storied rivalry. Reese Ortiz, as I was saying, set to battle his ex-husband, Adam Scott. Finally, it all comes to an end at Ascendant 6, the grandest stage of them all. Reese Ortiz, Adam Scott, one-on-one. It has been all Ortiz so far because of the cheap shot at the start of the match by the antagonist, as he calls himself, 1/3 of the CMV Trios champions. Josh Wolf has got to figure out a way to turn things around. This is exactly what we saw last week, though, when he was against John Reed. He got his behind whooped for the entirety of it, somehow came back in order to, so many people were absolutely shocked. It was quite the upset, but that's what we've come to expect from Josh Wolf. He is a hard man to put down. Up onto the second turnbuckle. Trying to go for some kicks here, but they're not exactly working. There we go. Eventually got it done, and there's the body splash. I don't think how that's exactly supposed to be hit, but got the job done at the end of the day well enough. Nice power slam by Reese Ortiz into the pin, but not even a 1 count. That just goes to show you the resiliency, the heart of Josh Wolf. Now moves out of the way of that kick. Josh Wolf closes in. I think he was looking for something big, maybe even the jaws of Fenrir. Man, Ortiz's life just flashed before his eyes. There's that agility that can surprise you from Reese Ortiz. Very impressive. Irish whip now, Josh Wolf into the corner. This is just our second matchup of the evening, guys. Oh, the Helluva Kick, the very maneuver that Reese Ortiz used to beat Josh Wolf in the finals of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational, but not here tonight. Ortiz can't seem to believe it, but he better get back on track. He better get refocused. Josh Wolf's jaw hanging on by a thread. He truly cannot afford this loss with Ascendant 6 just days away. His Alpha World Championship opportunity just days away. Got a good win over John Reed last week. He needs this momentum. And he is to be ready for Chris Andrews. The Bloody Brit, super kick to the back of the head. Of course, Britt is in the same boat. Britt's coming off a loss last week against Xander Slate. Nefarious means, of course, but still. So he is surely going to be looking to grab that victory over Brett Angel in our main event. But look at that. Ooh. They're just going for a pendulum. Oh, did go for a pendulum backbreaker. Interesting setup. Nice elbow drop. Right to the chest. Ortiz, guys, dominating so far. Can Josh Wolf find a way to get back as he did last week? This is not the kind of game plan that Josh Wolf can bring to Chris Andrews and their Iron Man World Championship match at Ascendance, though. He can't just get his ass beat the entire time. Power slam by Ortiz from the top rope. Into the pin as well. Hoping that might be enough. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Goes for a dropkick. There we go. Wolf moves out of the way. And Wolf! That combination that we scarcely ever see. Finishing with the clothesline. And Wolf is feeling it. The Wolf's howl. Reese Ortiz in trouble. He can sense it. He knows Josh Wolf too well. He knows what's coming next. Trying to fight out of it into a position of dominance. Reverse DDT though, and now Wolf has his opening. He has his opportunity to seal the deal. Hammer the final nail into the coffin, if you will. The jaws of Fenrir, countered by Ortiz, like I said. He knows Wolf too well. Vertical suplex. Vertical suplex again. Now transition into a botchplex. And the bridge to pin. Only a 1 count, however. Oh, Ortiz. This would just add more fuel to the fire for the hashtag No Confidence campaign. Knee to the side of the head. Wolf is out. Nobody's home. Can Ortiz do it? Can he prove that it should be him against the Bloody Brit at Ascendant 6? No. Josh Wolf refuses to deny, or should I say Fenrir. But Reese Ortiz is not one to quit so easily. Again. Wearing Wolf down. Knee to the side of the head. Perhaps at the end of the day, Reese Ortiz is just the better man. 1, 2. No! Are you kidding me? Reese Ortiz is furious, and I can't say that I blame him. If I was in his shoes right now, I would be beside myself. Slingshot leg drop. Ortiz just trying to do whatever he can think to do right now to try to keep Wolf down. Nothing's worked so far. And there's the Wolf's howl again, channeling the energy from deep down inside. Spinning soul kick, Irish whip. Off the ropes. Single boot to the chest, and it again. Reels him in for that rotation neck breaker. Josh isn't done though. Reese Ortiz is reeling. Wolf busted open. Didn't even see when that happened. There's that combination again. So quick, you blink, you might miss it. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Josh Wolf gets the better of Reese Ortiz. Josh Wolf proves once and for all that he does deserve to be in the main event of Ascendant 6, that he does deserve to be the one to face the Bloody Brit for the Alpha World Championship. Much like last week against John Reed, surviving the onslaught of Ortiz early on to come back and get the victory. Can he do that at Ascendant 6? If he can, he becomes Alpha World Champion. Fenrir has consumed the soul of Josh Wolf, but In all honesty, Wolf has looked better these past couple of weeks than he ever has before. Maybe this is exactly what he needed. Reese Matthews might be 2-0 over Josh Wolf, but I don't know if his chances are so great going into this six-man tag team match. The international champion, the Tower of Dominance, the unbeaten Brody Halleck, and Uriel Wicked, Azrael Kane of the Forsaken, taking on Reese Matthews and our World Tag Team Champions, the ATL. Of course, it was last week Reese Matthews was meant to take on Brody Halleck for the International Championship, but thanks to a sneak attack backstage by an unknown assailant, Reese Matthews could not make it to the match. So the titles are on the line here tonight, but at least he has the opportunity to prove he can beat Brody Halleck, as he's got the World Tag Team Champions at his back, who, of course, will defend those titles at Ascendant 6 against the Forsaken. The Forsaken 2-0 over the ATL. If they can make it, they will walk out of the show of shows as the new World Tag Team Champions. And still two up next for the Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendant 6. Sam Valentine, Nopal Martini, and El Jefe collide. Later on, a fatal four-way featuring the other Money in the Bank ladder match competitors, Mark Cantel, Kevin Silva, the debuting Mr. Extreme, and Jaquan Shea. And of course, our main event, first time ever, Andrews. Brody Halleck, of course, has quite the matchup coming his way at Ascendant 6, taking on Hannibal of COH fame. A matchup I'm very much looking forward to. Honestly, probably one of the matches I am most excited for on the Ascendant 6 card. And we heard it earlier tonight, Reese Matthews, following this matchup, win or lose, is going to finally, after virtual, like the entire season, going to reveal, expose that putrid gum spitter who cost him the Alpha World Championship many moons ago. It has been a long journey, but Matthews says he has finally found the Hobgoblin and will call them out after this match. I can't wait. What if he calls out Guri again? It was Guri all along. We were bamboozled. Reese Matthews, of course, kind of waking up from the trance he was in for a couple of months under the tutelage of Sam Valentine. Now it looks like he's back to his old ways, resuming his gum investigation, even going back to his old attire. Thank God. I can't say I like the fishnet a whole lot. But there he is. The massive, unbeaten, untouchable Tower of Dominance. Our international champion, Brody Halleck, doesn't get paid by the hour. This man is a beast. And he said to Hannibal, "You are just another paycheck at Ascendant 6. Remember, Hannibal spent months deciding. Castlevania allowed him, when Hannibal signed on to appear at Ascendance, allowed him to choose his opponent. Hannibal spent months looking through the roster, watching matches. He chose Brody Halleck because he said he wants to be the man to beat the Tower of Dominance. And here they come. A team that has only lost one time in their CMV careers. And a team who has brought havoc to the Genesis Tag Team Division. A team who stands 2-0 over the current World Tag Team Champions. A team who will become the champions at Ascendant 6. People say the ATL are only champions because the Forsaken pulled out of the World Tag Team title match back at Purgatory, which the ATL then filled in for them. And now their time is up. The Forsaken are coming and they are calling. They want what's theirs. Man, I think this would be a like fantasy dream team put together. Brody Halleck and the Forsaken. I don't think I've ever been more terrified to be sitting ringside. And there he is, new theme and all, back to his old ways. The former undisputed champion. He's in a good mood because tonight he finally exposes that putrid, disgusting, inhuman stain of humanity. The gum spinner who cost him the Alpha World Championship way back when, before Point Break. The investigation has reached its end. Reese Matthews, no matter the outcome of this match, will be calling out the gum spinner. We're going to finally find out who it is. The former undisputed champion says he is going to call out the gum spinner and challenge them to a match at Ascendant 6. The chance to finally, after all these months, get his revenge. Now are settled the Fusion Tag Team titles. Malcolm Fry and Deshaun Porter, easily one of the best tag teams, not just on the current roster, current day CMV, but perhaps of all time. When it comes to in-ring ability, these two are like a well-oiled machine. They work so well together, and that is why they are the World Tag Champions. However, when it comes to Forsaken, the ATL can't seem to get it done. At the grandest stage of them all, will a different tune be getting sung? Will they emerge victorious? That one guy is very excited to see the ATL. Yeah! Malcolm Fry there going around. There he is right there now, right in front of the hard camera. Deshaun Porter to his left. The ATL teaming up with Reese Matthews. Certainly a very interesting combination as Brody Halleck will start things off against Matthews. Of course, Brody Halleck made his Genesis debut defeating. Actually, no, he made his Genesis debut defeating Reese Matthews' tag team partner Sam Valentine. Then the week after, he defeated Reese Matthews. As we touched on last week, Matthews was supposed to get a shot at the International Championship, but an unknown assailant attacked him backstage, so that he could not compete, was not medically cleared. Elbow drop, kip up, Reese Matthews going back to his old showboaty ways. Irish whip, pullback attack, taking it to the Tower of Dominance so far. Very impressive as Reese Matthews, former world champion for a reason. Brody Halleck, though, takes control early on. Look at that. Closed fist to the chest, guys. That could cause a heart attack. That could literally kill someone. One hit like that. Jumping DDT by Matthews, though. Some serious hops. Brody Halleck's against, what, 6'7"? To jump up that high? Yo, what up, Suntan? Ooh! Brainbuster. Third matchup of the night here on the last Genesis before Ascendant 6, the last stream before Ascendant 6, the 3-day extravaganza beginning this Saturday, going through Monday. Neckbreaker for Matthews off the second turnbuckle. Brody Halleck's looking for a tag to one of the Forsaken, but Matthews not going to allow it. Might not have a choice. Still a lot to get to. Up next, that triple threat between Sam Valentine, No Fun Martina, and El Jefe. Let's not forget the main event, Brett Angel and Chris Andrews for the first time ever. You want the spoiler alert, though? Suntan about the Anarchy Championship match. Don't know what Brody Halleck was doing there, but his dilly-dallying, allowing Reese Matthews to capitalize only momentarily. Brody Halleck with a couple elbows to the midsection breaks himself free. Irish trip to the corner and a tag to Azrael Kane. Honestly, Azrael Kane versus Brody Halleck is a singles match I'd love to see. Look at the teamwork. Rolling neck snap and a springboard elbow drop. Kane with some agility there. D'Angelo Prince actually retained. It was a hard fight, and Prince got his ass kicked. Angelo hit him with a sledgehammer, a steel chair, a ladder. survived 3 tequila sunrises, but in the end, off a side effect, D'Angelo Prince did retain and kept his spot, defending in the fatal 4-way at Ascendant 6 as the massive Azrael King drops Reese Matthews face first on that top turnbuckle. The Giants in this match just take it. Jesus, I thought I was about to whip him. I thought I was about to whip him across the ring by his foot. Look at that, though. 300 plus pounds right down into the chest. Now dragging him out. There we go. Now just throwing him out of the corner like a rag doll. And there's that sit-out choke bomb. Matthews is, for lack of better words, getting murdered right now in this 6-man tag team match. He won the match with the side effect, Suntan, so I don't know if that's his new finisher or not. Irish over to the corner, and there's the tag to Uriel Wick. The Forsaken like to call this God's Eye. It's what they beat the ATL with twice. Is Matthews done for? 1, 2. No, to Sean Porter just before the count of 2 makes the save, but now he's going to pay for it. Single knee gutbuster, and Wick just goes for the pin again, but only a 2 count. Matthews given too much time. Matthews now, thanks to the ATL, with a chance to come back. Hangman's neckbreaker. Reese has got to make a tag to one of the World Tag Team Champs right now. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, scouting Wick out. Turns him about. Knee to the face. Vintage Matthews. Discus clothesline. The BFT. To the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. The Forsaken want to keep their momentum high, heading into Ascendant 6. Matthews got a lot on his mind, though. He's preoccupied, focusing on the gum splitter and exposing them. But here's a tag to the Sean Porter, or Malcolm Fry, rather, I should say. The Sean Porter just now getting back up on the apron, then jumping back down. Little nice teamwork there. Double axe out of the arm, kicks to the midsection, though. Wick fires back strong with a Hangman's neckbreaker of his own. Uriel Wick gonna get some immediate payback for Reese Matthews, and Fry going after his arm, stomping on the hand. The Forsaken would love to injure the ATL before Ascendant 6. Definitely gives them a big advantage heading into the World Tag Team title match. Scoop slam attempted, near to the midsection instead. Uriel Wick shoots fast. Into the air raid siren position. Neck breaker. Back of the neck right down onto the knee, as vicious as you possibly can think of. Dr. Teeth. Malcolm Fry getting... Oh, but a hot tag to Reese Matthews. Here he comes. The former Undisputed Champion back into the mix. Jumping clothesline. Jumping clothesline again. Jumping clothesline a 3rd time. Matthews is feeling it. The former Undisputed Champion riding high, but quickly brought down off it. Wick Irish Ripper to the corner, and oh no. Well, a nice final hoo-ah. Tag to Azrael Kane. And the Forsaken with God's Eye yet again. To the pin. 1. Man, the Forsaken are really lazy about trying to stop pin breakups. Kane hooks the leg again. Backbreaker right there. That's not a backbreaker. Modified double knee backbreaker. Reese Matthews keeps getting saved by the ATL. He can't just allow that to continue, though. He's got to actually try to win this match. Wow. Azrael Kane recuperating from that knee facebreaker very quickly. Brody Halleck's attacking someone ringside here. I don't know who. It's doing something ringside. I assume that's the Sean Porter he just took out. Knee to the face. Reese Matthews keeps the attack on. The Colossus. This Goliath. Azrael Kane. Looks like a goddamn barbarian. Here's Deshaun finally back up on the apron. He looks okay. Trip up by Kane. Can't get the Forsaken an inch, still taking a mile. Reese Matthews, man, fighting like a champ in this match, but he is getting hammered. Spear! Spear by Kane. And to the corner. Oh, just a standard tag to Brody Halleck. Oh my God, but what are these two gonna do together? What the fuck? Giant swing by House Kane. What's Halleck setting up for? Drop kick right to the side of Reese's head. Jesus. Matthews somehow comes to quickly. Tries to go for, I don't know, looking like maybe an elbow strike there. Irish whip to the corner. Oh no. Brody Halleck tenderizing the meat before he looks for the main course, which is Hannibal at Ascendant 6 this weekend. Look at that, man. Brody Halleck does not care, even flipping off Reese Matthews there, pulling a bloody Brit. And no time wasted. The ATL begging for Matthews to make the tag, but he's not going to be able to. Brody Halleck with the backpack stunner. Well, thanks for coming, Reese Matthews. Is he even going to be conscious to call out the gum splitter? One. God damn, the ATL, though, not letting this match end. And now teaming up Brody Halleck and Uriel Wick with a vertical suplex to Porter. And here, guys, we have a tweet from Reese Ortiz as Brody Halleck continues to try to tear apart Reese Matthews. Just saw the CCTV from earlier tonight. Josh Wolf stole Xander's steel arm brace. I demand LeFabre reverses the decision and adds me to the Ascendant main event, or I'll be talking to my lawyers. Wait a minute! Reese, the total package pile driver! Can you imagine if Reese Matthews becomes the first man to pin and defeat Brody Halleck? So Reese Ortiz apparently making up some excuses as to his loss to Josh Wolf earlier tonight, saying that Wolf stole Xander's steel plate that he usually puts in his elbow pad. However, Josh Wolf defeated Reese Ortiz with a clothesline, so I don't know what a steel pad a steel plate in his elbow pad would really do. Seems like a poor excuse to me. Oh! Reese Matthews, cradle DDT! Oh my God. Hannibal will be pissed off about this. Lucky for him, though, Azrael Kane breaks up the pin. Everybody's just trying to grab it. Kane now. Malcolm Fry got to be careful of the referee's count. Tries for a stomp. Cheeky jab. Caught, though, by Brody Halleck. Overhand punch rocks the former undisputed champion. Just tossing Reese Matthews nearly out of the ring. Tries for a hot tag. Can he get it? No. Brody Halleck denies it. And the Tower of Dominance, the international champion with a gourd buster. But Brody's got nothing left. Collapsing out of exhaustion. Hot tag to Deshaun Porter. First time legal in this matchup. What a drop kick. Halleck went flying backwards for the hot tag to Uriel Wick now. Knee to the face. Clothesline. Goes for the knee again, but Deshaun catches it. XTO by one half of the CMV World Tag Team Champions goes up top to Deshaun Porter per position. Is he going to try for the world's best moonsault? To the pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2-count. Azrael Kane faring miserably to make up the pin, but luckily Wick gets out in his zone. The giant toppled. Timber cause an earthquake. Snap German suplex out of nowhere from Wick. Comes back to life. Oh no. Oh no. Uriel Wick slowly and methodically bringing Porter to his feet. That spinning heel hook. Hooks the leg. 1. But there's Malcolm Fry making the save, not allowing this match to come to an end. Brody Halleck's getting frustrated. I don't think he's had a match go on this long before. Another tweet here, guys, from Reese Ortiz says, making up, I can show you the footage. Wolf attacked me with a steel brace. I was beating his ass. What other reason could there be for one simple clothesline to knock someone out of my standard out cold? Tag to Malcolm Fry now. Uriel Wick's ready for him. Nice kitchen sink. Hellacious kitchen sink. And then a follow-up to it. Wow, Brody Halleck just ditching Uriel Wick, who was looking for a tag. Ortiz following up with a tweet here that says hashtag no confidence, hashtag fire LaFave, and hashtag get better commentators. Yeah, I still don't. Oh, hello, Astro Kane out of nowhere. So Brody Halleck seemingly is done with this match. He wants nothing to do with the rest of this match. Uriel Wick's not the legal man. What is happening? Chaos ensuing in this six-man tag here on Genesis. What power by Fry, though. Goodbye, Kane. Thrown right back out again. Too much time wasted. Maybe Wick still in the corner. Reeling Malcolm Fry in. Throws him down to the canvas to the second turnbuckle. Looks for a moonsault of his own. Nasty impact on that one. There's that sap. German once more rearing its ugly head. Oh, what up, Laser Show? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Nice to see ya. This is the go-home show, baby. Ascendant 6, our biggest show of the year this weekend. Saturday through Monday. This is our fourth bout of the evening. Still a lot to get to. But Deshaun, as he watches from the apron, Malcolm Fry taking out Wick with a hero slam. The ATL need this win. They need this win more than they need anything else. The Forsaken twice have gotten the better of them. Twice. Wasting time taunting, though. But perhaps, just maybe, if Fry gets Wick into the corner, makes the tag to Deshaun, the ATL, the World Tag Team Champions. Watch out, Reese Matthews gonna mess it up. Kick to the back of the head. High knee. The Northern Lights suplex, the ATL. 1, 2, 3. They did it. The ATL did it. They got the better of the Forsaken. Heading into Ascendant 6, this was a win that was necessary for the ATL, and they did it. Meanwhile, Brody Halleck takes his first Genesis loss on paper, but still unpinned, unsubmitted, unbeaten one-on-one. However, it seemed like Halleck didn't care much about this match in the end. He refused to tag in when Uriel Wick tried to tag him. Reese Matthews and the ATL victorious. And now we're going to hear from Reese Matthews, who is the vile, putrid, disgusting gum spitter. The investigation that's raged for half the season comes to an end. Who's the culprit? No, Bateman, the match is up next. That triple threat. What a win, but now the ATL gonna head to the back because Reese Matthews has got some business to take care of. So the ATL head to the back, guys. Reese Matthews asking for a mic. Wait a minute. Somebody's coming through the crowd with a hooded man just jumped the barricade coming into the ring. Reese does not. Could this be the same man who attacked Reese last week? He's clothesline to the back of Reese's head. Reese is out cold. Who is this guy? God damn it, we were just about to find out who exactly was the guy. Well, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. I think this guy's about to take off his hood as he stands over Reese Matthews. This mystery man. Is that? Wait a minute. Is that Ricky Spanish? Ricky Spanish is the man. Is he the gum spitter? A devilish smirk on his face as he leaves the ring now. Rick just took out Reese Matthews. Is he the gum spitter? Was he the one who attacked Matthews last week? Ricky Spanish of Unmatched. Holy shit. Matthews just regaining consciousness. I don't think he knows what's going on, guys. You can follow up on this story by heading to our website, cmvwrestling.com, to get the exclusive of what happens from here. But Ricky Spanish attacking Reese Matthews. I have to imagine he's the gum spitter and wanted to get the better of Reese. Does this mean we're going to get Reese Matthews or Ricky Spanish at Ascendant 6? Because I'm all about that. So here we go. The action continues after that. Roller coaster of emotions. Triple threat matchup featuring 3 of the 7 Money in the Bank participants. The other 4, of course, will compete later on tonight in a fatal 4-way in our co-main event. But right now it's Sam Valentine, No Fun Martini, and El Jefe, who are set to duke it out for momentum heading into the grandest stage of all, guys. We also have a big tweet here from Angelo Babos. Babos says, after some composure, I've decided to say this. I put my heart and soul into that match. My blood, sweat, and tears are on that canvas. There was nothing else I could have done to win. I was bested in an Extreme Rules match. Notice how I beat D'Angelo in a normal one-on-one match. He has the aggression edge. I have the skill edge. A rematch is down the line to settle the score. 1-1. Let's change that soon, shall we? I'll see you around, Prince. I definitely would not look past a rematch between those two, but for now, D'Angelo Prince looks to defend his Anarchy title at Ascendant 6, and Babos will be in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. He'll have to try his best to outmaneuver 29 other superstars, but surely that is a rematch that I want to see. What's up, Soul? A little bit late. We're into our 4th matchup here now, but that was a really long tweet. Babo's definitely using twit longer. I'm just happy he's tweeting in English now so I can actually read it. And here he comes, the party policeman, former international champion, and maybe a favorite to win Money in the Bank. No Fun Martini, been on a roll as of late. Last week defeating El Jefe inside of the prison cell, his match specialty. El Jefe, of course, the 3rd man in this matchup. They've been going back and forth for over a month now. They'll probably butt heads at Money in the Bank as well, but only one man of the 7 can grab that briefcase to become Mr. Money in the Bank and earn a future World Championship match. Wolf actually won. It was much like the match against John Reed last week, which I talked about tonight, that John Reed was dominating Wolf, and that's exactly what Reese Ortiz did, but Josh Wolf weathered the storm yet again and came back for the late victory. So Josh Wolf heading into Ascendant 6 with the momentum on his side, looking better than ever. We'll see how the Brit fares later on in our main event against Brett Angel. Yes, and last but not least, El Jefe, former 2-time light heavyweight champion. This is kind of a rematch for he and Martini because they are currently at 1-1. El Jefe beat Martini back at the Purgatory pay-per-view via countout. And like I said last week, Martini defeating Jefe inside of the prison cell. The added factor of Sam Valentine for this triple threat. We'll see who can grab the victory and the momentum ahead of Money in the Bank. Again, the rest of the Money in the Bank competitors in action later on in a fatal 4-way. Mark Cantel, Kevin Silva, the debuting Mr. Extreme, and Jaquan Chance the Heavy. Look at that, goes right after No Fun Martini, but Sam Valentine catches him before he can get off whatever he was going for. And Martini's going to sit back and watch. Front row tickets, best seat in the house. He actually won off a clothesline. Oh, he can't hear me. But Wolf beat Reese Ortiz with a clothesline, which Reese Ortiz just tweeted out earlier, accusing Josh Wolf of using a steel pad much like Xander Slate did last week, using steel plating in his elbow pad to knock Reese Ortiz out. Irish whip, El Jefe, rebound, Sam Valentine, nice snap, power slam, just saw his tag team partner Reese Matthews get a big victory and also be attacked by Ricky Spanish. Again, check out our website, cmvwrestling.com, to get the follow-up on what we just saw. But Sam Valentine's got to focus on his own issues, and that's Money in the Bank. Of the 7 men in the Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match, only one has prior Money in the Bank ladder match experience, that being Mark Intel. He'll be entering his second Money in the Bank ladder match, but the other participants do have ladder match experience. Sam Valentine certainly has his fair share of horrible memories, I'm sure, competing in ladder matches. Never Money in the Bank, though. Never such an opportunity on the line as that. Short arm shoulder block. Sam Valentine on the outside. This isn't false count anywhere. It's first fall to a finish. Inside of the ring, pin submission. Will get the job done as Sam Valentine going to rejoin the fight. Martini just hammering away at El Jefe. Sam Valentine actually saving El Jefe. I don't think intentionally. I like the attire. The Ascendant's attire is interesting. I'm assuming it's from something, but I have no idea what it's from. We'll see if other people can call it out when the big day comes this Saturday. But there we go. El Jefe taking it to the outside. No fun. Martini, Sam Valentine. This could be a really good one-on-one matchup if it ever happened. Of course, don't forget the show right after Ascendant 6, the Fallout Fusion, will be the 3rd annual Superstar Shake-Up Draft, whatever you want to call it. I'm not your mother or father, you know, I'm not the Pope. I can't tell you how to live your life, but the draft goes down, so Superstar is going to be dispersing from Fusion to Genesis, Genesis to Fusion, maybe some NGW call-ups, you never know. This could be the last time we see, well, one of these 3 guys in a Genesis ring. Nice, look at that right there. Taken down, up over the shoulders now. No fault. Martini taking a quick nap as Sam Valentine has dropped down onto the top rope. I'm not, Topher, unfortunately. I wish I was. All these men hoping to become Mr. Money in the Bank at Ascendant 6. The only one of these two to come truly close to being world champion was El Jefe earlier this season. He won the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble, challenged Chris Andrews for the Alpha World title at Homecoming. Look at that, before El Jefe can hit Fish Dick, Martini hits that leg hook, arm hook, reverse STO. The party is over. That's what he pinned El Jefe with last week, but it's not going to work this time. Meanwhile, Sam Valentine still down in the corner. That's good news for El Jefe. Hook, line, and sinker. But Valentine's back to his feet just in time. Just going to stand there. 1, 2. Luckily, Martini kicks out. Now, El Jefe just having a bit of a breakdown. Now, Sam Valentine has had prior world championship opportunities. He's had 1 world championship opportunity. One-on-one match. He fought Justin Sane for the Undisputed Championship way back when at Battle Scars 2. Of course, Battle Scars 4 is coming up, the pay-per-view after Ascendant 6, Fusion exclusive. No, for Martini has never received a world championship opportunity. He's a former international champion. Martini taken out with that chicken wing gut buster, front headlock by Martini. Gonna let El Jefe go, though, which is interesting. El Jefe now takes him into the corner with an Irish whip. What a fun fact. Martini just went for something big there, I think. El Jefe counters, throwback. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Only a 1 count, though. Sam Valentine gets back up to his feet. Slides into the ring before he's shafted from a victory here. Irish whip of his own into the corner. And maybe, yes, he's going to go for that shotgun dropkick, which usually is a prelude to what he calls the Dream Shatterer. The back of El Jefe's head ricocheting off that second turnbuckle, but Valentine hoping that alone is enough to get him the victory. Maybe it will be. 1, 2, but Martini makes the save just before the count of 3. Now a stomp onto Valentine's quad. That's not very nice. Irish whip to the corner. But Martini might have just screwed himself. Sam Valentine setting the party policeman up. As he goes to the far side of the ring. El Jefe beginning to stir. Leap of faith, the Dream Shatterer. Martini is out, and El Jefe just chilling like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing in the corner there. Relaxing, having a good old time. Sam Valentine sees him out of the corner of his eyes, knows he can't try for the pin. Is El Jefe going to try to steal it, though? If he was smart, he would. Instead, going for something of his own in the corner. El Jefe got it countered, but now he counters. Back and forth they go, tip for tap, back suplex, kip up. Is El Jefe really going to try with the pin here on Martini? Maybe. I think too much time was wasted. 1, 2, yeah, way too much time. Martini able to stay in it as Sam Valentine is down on the outside. Jumping the shark. Martini getting a face full of Jefe's boot. Busting him wide open, but Jefe ain't done. Now gonna go for that modified jumping the shark. And Martini going completely limp like a what? Well, thanks to Valentine, Martini's right back up to his feet, trying to shake off the cobwebs. Kick to the midsection. I think Valentine. Oh! That like combination of a knee strike and a drive-by kick, but I think Valentine was going for his Dream Shatterer. Checkmate. Big Travis King fan. 1, 2. Nearly enough, but not quite. Snaps the arm over the shoulder. Sam Valentine feeling it right now. El Jefe trying to get back up to his feet on the outside. You can see his little head poking up. Sam. Does he still have enough to pull off another Dream Shatterer? Code breaker by Martini, and Valentine is out. Can he make the pin in time, though, for El Jefe is back in the ring to break it up? 1, 2. Nope, Jefe gets the save. Oh, crucifix pin. Oh, rolling through. What? I don't know the reasoning for this exactly. There's the pin. 1, 2, 3. And El Jefe gets him. El Jefe catching Martini off guard with a crucifix pin. The human fish victorious in this triple threat with a sneaky little pin. The sneaky fish getting the pin, and that certainly had to feel good on No Fun Martini. Will it be El Jefe who climbs the ladder at Ascendant 6, unhooks that briefcase to become Mr. Money in the Bank? That's true, I didn't think of that. Maybe El Jefe was rolling through to avoid the rope break. Very smart on his part, if so. El Jefe with the roll up on Martini for the victory. As he was focused on Sam Valentine. Looks like El Jefe is ready for Ascendant 6. Good momentum for the Arriba Man. Can he put it to good use, though, come Money in the Bank? Sam Valentine just got out of there. He's like, I'm gone. Ghosting. And now, my fine feathered friends, it is time for our tertiary main events. As Xander Slate and Adam Scott compete in the matchup that we should have seen back at Purgatory, but instead we got that 2-on-1 merciless beatdown from Slate and Ortiz on Adam Scott. And we thought that would finally be the end of Adam Scott, but well, last week he proved us wrong as he returned, costing Reese Ortiz the International Championship. Scott, before he gets his chance at payback at Ascendant 6 against his ex-husband Reese Ortiz, the man who has taken everything from him right here. It is no holds barred. Xander Slate problem. He was dealt with earlier tonight by Josh Wolf, so Scott has got a clear sight ahead to take out the OG Dirty Heel. What kind of condition is Slate going to be in, though, you have to wonder. After that hellacious bar brawl he and Borton had with Brule in Dulezier's bar, the last laugh, just a couple of nights ago. They got tag team at Ascendant 6. Kevin Vulture debuts in the Slick Memorial Battle Royal. We've got a couple of debuts in the Battle Royal. We're going to be seeing the Monster we talked about earlier, Dante Tatum, I'm excited to see, Kevin Vulture, and of course, you never knew who's going to be in the Slick Memorial Battle Royal, especially now to this 30-man. That's just one of 24 matches that'll go down to Ascendant 6 guys, and I did just receive word from Gentleman Edge and Cast Wave. It has been signed into effect, guys. The main event of the pre-show panel this Saturday, Reese Matthews, Ricky Spanish. Matthews, after months, spending nearly half the season on this gum investigation, finally got to the bottom of it. Ricky Spanish, of all people, was the rancid, disgusting hobgoblin gum spitter. Spanish attacking Matthews earlier tonight. It's going down at Ascending 6. Meanwhile, here comes 1/3 of the Trios champions. Of course, alongside Borton, Reese Ortiz earlier this week on Fusion, defeated the BRC to win the titles. Reese Ortiz earlier tonight, not so lucky in his match against Josh Wolf. But apparently, according to Reese Ortiz, Josh Wolf stole Xander Slate's metal pad he usually keeps within his arm sleeve. So that's good news for Adam Scott. Even though it's no holds barred and it wouldn't matter anyway. Adam Scott introducing a new look, a haircut. Slick new attire, I like. You know, sometimes people shave their head like that. It's reminiscent of starting anew, beginning a new chapter. And that's exactly what Adam Scott needs. Needs to forget about the past, but he can't do that until he deals with Xander Slate here tonight, and until he deals with Reese Ortiz at Ascendant 6. Any means at his disposal here to dispatch of Xander. Let's see if he can get it done. This is Adam Scott's first singles match, guys, in a very, very long time. He was supposed to fight Slate one-on-one at Purgatory, but then we know what happened. It ended up being a handicap beatdown. Referee rings the bell. Slate, obviously the much bigger, stronger man, going to take the fight to Scott right out of the gate, tripping him up, raining down those hands across the face. Looks like Scott did a pretty good job at defending against most of them, though. Irish Ripper to the corner. From behind, DDT. This is our tertiary main event, guys. Up next in our co-main event, Fatal 4-Way featuring the other competitors of the Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, we just saw that triple threat between Valentine Martini and El Jefe go down. We got Mark Gintel, Kevin Silva, Mr. Extreme making his debut, and Jaquan Shan action, of course, our main event, first time ever. Brett Angel and Chris Andrews one-on-one. Let's look at this. Xander Slate, man, just beating down on Adam Scott. This is reminiscent of a heavyweight in UFC going up against a featherweight. Not really fair, but Adam Scott wanted this match. He's wanted it for a long time. A lot of people say Xander Slate is the catalyst of everything that's happened between Reese Ortiz and Adam Scott, and with good reason. Reese Ortiz cheated on Scott with Xander Slate, and Xander Slate has poisoned the mind of Ortiz since. Adam Scott says Reese Ortiz is not the man he married. Look at that, Hurricane, a DDT! Face first goes Slate to the canvas. Not keeping down the OG Dirty Heel for very long. Lopez press and the right hooks right down on the face. And like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, Slate as always. Able to have a bit of fun during his matches at his opponent's expense. Xander Slate, the very first ever Money in the Bank winner. Two-time world champion. United States champion, two-time tag team champion, currently 1/3 of the CMV Trios champions, alongside Randy Orton, who's not here tonight, recuperating from the injuries that he suffered during the bar brawl with Brule a couple nights ago. But he will be at Ascendance for the street fight. Sunset flip powerbomb hit to big effect by Scott, and now a moonsault off the ropes. Beautifully executed, textbook. And it seems like it's not done either. Adam Scott wants to injure Xander Slate. Anybody who does their homework though knows Slate has a history with his left knee. That's largely been a target for his rivals in the past. Nice reversal. I think Adam Scott was going for some sort of power bomb, but it's not going to happen. Slate drops down out of it. Now closes in, but Adam Scott's prepared. Takes him down, head scissors. There's those elbows raining down sharp onto the top of the head. Xander Slate not looking too hot right now. Adam Scott says, "This all you got? This all you got for me? I'm disappointed. I'm let down." Oh, now here we go. It is no holds barred, no disqualifications. Anything goes. There's literally only one rule. You have to win by pinfall submission in the ring. Slate cannot risk an injury. Heading into Ascendant 6. That's exactly what Scott's trying to do. Injure him with that metal bat. Knocks it out of Scott's hands, but Scott fires back. Reverse DDT. Slides back into the ring. Adam Scott taking a second to say a quick prayer, but it's going to cost him. Xander Slate into the ring. You never take your eyes off the OG Dirty Heel. The wily veteran will use anything he can in a match to get the victory. We saw it last week against Chris Andrews, using that metal plating in his arm sleeve to knock out Chris Andrews with a forearm smash. Of course, he can't do that tonight, as Josh Wolf apparently stole his metal sleeve, but still, Xander Slate's striking ability, his discus clothesline is, well, it's not something that many people get up from. Flooding outside, that can stay here for as long as they want to, but remember, the match can only end inside of the ring. Adam Scott knows that, throwing Slate back in, takes a deep breath before charging after him. Slate's ready though, kick completely missed wildly, nowhere near its target. Again, Adam Scott chooses the wrong time to taunt, and he's going to pay for it. Luthez press, shots raining down to the side of the head. This, of course, guys, is the final stream before the 3-day Ascendant 6 event this weekend begins Saturday, goes through Monday. Saturday is the pre-show and panel. The party will be open. If you want to join, you are more than welcome. Come one, come all. Give your predictions. Call some CMV action. We'd love to have you. Of course, Sunday day 1, Monday day 2. Slate's looking for something dastardly here. Oh my God. Pendulum backbreak on the top turnbuckle. Might have snapped Adam Scott's spine. And so, you know, Slate's with a mission here too. If he can injure Adam Scott, that betters Reese Ortiz's chances of walking out of Ascendant 6 victorious. And don't forget the build up to this weekend. Tomorrow, right here on the Twitch channel, we have got the best of CMV Ascendance Part 1 and 2. They are currently up on the YouTube channel. You can watch them if you want to. They'll also be streamed live here tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. EST. And also on Friday, make sure to check into our website, cmvwrestling.com, as somebody will be added to the CMV Hall of Fame. Who's it going to be? Keep your eye out. Xander Slate unloading with a plethora of chops. And look at that now. That's how dangerous Slate is, to use the ring as a weapon. Nearly snapping Adam Scott's neck in half. Now mounting him again, and Slate, when he gets going, he is impossible to stop. Look at this. Sharp elbows right across the forehead. Absolutely no mercy shown. Oh! Tries for a shoulder tackle. Slate just does a cheeky sidestep, which would make Cyborg so angry and make Sunshine proud. Whoa! Adam Scott with a front flip turn to a Hurricane Rana. That was awesome. Yeah, obviously it's Andy Savage, right? It's the Nacho Man. Let's not lie. We all know it. Obviously it's the Minutemen. Come on. Xander Slate, ooh, arm wrench into a knee to the chest, but that took it out of him. He's got nothing left. Xander Slate running on empty. Adam Scott able to capitalize because of it. What a hard-hitting, very impactful match this has been so far. And our, Scott from the apron. Adam Scott, the ultimate troll. Certainly tricked me there. Shinbreaker, Dragon Scree. Takes out Slate. Adam Scott pandering to the CMV universe, feeding off their energy here. It's what's keeping him alive. They've all he's got left. Reese Ortiz, Xander Slate taking everything from him. Slate took his marriage. Reese Ortiz took everything in the divorce. The house, the car, even the dog. Look at him go. Targeting Slate's legs, going after that knee now. I talked about it earlier. That's a great strategy. Slate's got a history of bad problems with that left knee of his. You just saw him clutching at it. Irish whip into the ring. Adam Scott wasting no time. I think Scott's got something cooking up in that mind of his. Irish whip into the corner, slowly but surely approaching. Irish whip out of the corner. Slate counters though. Propped up, and Slate sent face first into that second turnbuckle. Wonder how it tastes. I'll have to ask Slate later on tonight. I won't actually, because he'll spit my oatmeal. Hook of the leg. Adam Scott hopes that's enough, but it only gets him a 1 count. Xander Slate, though, not looking too hot right now. Adam Scott can sense that spear. Chops down the OG dirty heel. Hook of the leg. Desperately hoping, praying. Adam Scott needs this win. He needs this win to start feeling whole again. But when he beats Reese Ortiz at Ascendant 6, that is what will truly end things once and for all. And then he can start rebuilding his life. He can move on. Damn! Clean slate attempted by Xander, trying to go for it out of nowhere, but Adam Scott was ready for it. Let's hear it. My battery's out there. It actually sent a horrid sound through my headset. Adam Scott up top, guys. Is he looking for what I think he's looking for? Yes, he is. The spear, but Xander catching him mid-air with a power slam. And then signaling that it's over. Locking in a half camel clutch now. That might have been Adam Scott's best bet at trying to defeat Xander Slate here tonight. Jumping neck breaker. Stomp down out of the arm. Now it seems like Xander Slate is pissed. Now Adam Scott has got under skin. Adam Scott's almost like a gnat, if you ask Xander Slate. That won't go away. Can't get rid of him no matter what you do. Hangman's face buster. Down goes Scott. And will that be enough? Into the lateral press. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. Xander Slate can't seem to believe it, but you better believe it. Try not to waste too much time. Adam Scott's hurt. He went for that forearm smash, that same forearm smash he beat the Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews with last week, though he went for it with his exposed arm. Not the one with the sleeve. And there you see Xander clutching at that left knee of his. The left knee he's had surgery on. Grabs the arm, snaps it right over the knee. Could the second time be the charm? Can Adam Scott do it from the top? Go again! Caught by Slate into the power slam. Xander's just got that well scouted. And a second time, Hangman's face buster. Now a spine buster to the pin. 1, 2. No, Adam Scott will not die. And Xander Slate is getting fed up. Looking for the final blow. Clean slate. 1, 2, dirt. I think Xander Slate's expression is exactly the same as mine. He immediately looked at referee Perry White and said, "Are you kidding me?" Adam Scott kicking out a clean slate after Xander's been trying for it all match, unable to hit it. He finally does, and Adam Scott kicks out. Scott now. Oh! Alley-oop bomb Xander's neck. Hitting off that middle rope, and now Adam Scott waiting for Slate to get up in the corner. Shoulder thrust to the midsection, stomping on the gut. Xander hung up to dry on the bottom rope, leg drop to the back of the head. Xander is getting mollywopped right now. A can of whoop ass getting opened up on Xander. Tried for the spear though. Slate sidesteps it. Irish whip to the corner. Xander approaches. And oh no, the tree of woe set up. Hanging him up. Blood rushing to the head. Double knee backbreaker. Lateral press 2. No rope breaks. 1, 2. Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes. And Slate has had just about enough. Grabbing the sledgehammer. Looking to finish off. Scott wants to roll right to the back of the head. Come on, Slate. That was disgusting. Adam Scott motionless after Slate slammed the sledgehammer down to the back of his head. Now Scott starts to stir. I don't know how. I don't know how in the hell he's even alive right now. And he taunts. And that just pisses Slate off. Xander running back into the ring. Swooping behind, single knee gutbuster. Into the pin. 1, 2. What does Slate have to do? Is there anything he can do? Jumping cutter attempted. Adam Scott tosses him away. Knee to the gut. Goes, oh! What a DDT. That DDT was slick and sharp. The hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh my God, Adam Scott, a figure 4 leg lock on the steel post. The agony that had to have inflicted on Xander. If Adam Scott kept that locked in, he could have won off of it. It's no holds barred. There's no rules. But he was forced to let go. Now going after the arm of Xander again. F your arm, mate. Xander's body getting broken, thrown into the steel steps, treated like a rag doll. Hurricane Rana now. Adam Scott becoming unhinged in this match now. Slate unresponsive into the steel steps again. And one more time to the arm. Snapped over the knee. Guys, I know this is no holds barred, but we got to call this. I mean, come on. I don't like Xander Slate personally, but nobody deserves this. Adam Scott is destroying him. Slate somehow comes to, trying to get some refuge, throwing Scott into the ring. Follows in pursuit. Elbow to the side of the head, though. Kick to the gut. There's that sunset flip powerbomb coming into play. 1, 2. Adam Scott, though, to the top rope. You know what they say. The third time is the charm. But will it be for Adam Scott? Xander's had this well scattered throughout the match. Not this time! Spear from the High Rent District. 1, 2, 3. Adam Scott puts down the OG Dirty Heel after a hell of a battle. What a match. That was every bit the war I was expecting it to be. And Adam Scott endured the pain to come out on top. Xander Slate's been checked off. Now there's only one more man on the mind of Adam Scott, that being his ex-husband, Reese Ortiz. And he will get his chance at payback to end things once and for all this weekend at Ascendant 6. Now, guys, it is time to get ready for our co-main event. Earlier tonight, we saw 3 of the Money in the Bank competitors, and Sam Valentine, No Fun Martini, and El Jefe battle it out in a triple threat with El Jefe getting the victory. Now the 4 other Money in the Bank participants, Mark Intel, Kevin Silva, Mr. Extreme, debuting Quan Shea collide. These 7 men vie for the Money in the Bank briefcase at the grandest stage of them all at Ascendant 6 this weekend. It's all about momentum here now. Chris Andrews, for the first time ever, can Brett match the momentum that Joshua picked up earlier tonight in defeating Reese Ortiz? Pardon me. It's definitely going to be a very interesting mesh of styles, not just in this Fatal 4, but in the match. Can tell he's the only man with prior Money in the Bank ladder match experience. Of course, biggest man in the matchup, he's going to be the strongest. How will that aid him? You got someone like Kevin Silva, a submission expert. Submissions are not going to help you in a Money in the Bank ladder match, unless I guess you were to lock in a submission and force your opponent to pass out. Mr. Extreme, who's the dark horse, replacing Tim LaFave. Of course, Tim giving up his spot in Money in the Bank in order to get that one-on-one match with Bob Luger at the show of shows. So Cass LaFave, quick thinking, decided to call up Mr. Extreme from NGW, giving him the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm sure he's going to feel right at home in a ladder match. He loves, well, you didn't guess by his last name, all things extreme. You got Quan Shea, a high flyer, probably the man I'm putting my money on. He could definitely get up that ladder the quickest. Very, very agile, be able to maneuver his way around the ring, around the ladders and the other competitors. Look at the other people in the triple threat earlier tonight. Sam Valentine, a very well-rounded competitor. He had a lot of ladder match experience, though never in an actual Money in the Bank match. So he knows his way, how to navigate, and he knows how those ladders feel when they smash off your skin and when they crack your bones. He's ready for it. No Fun Martini, I'm not too sure how he's gonna go about competing in Money in the Bank. Honestly, a little bit of an unknown for me, from my vantage point over here, just thinking about it. No Fun Martini, former international champion, though, and probably a fan favorite to win the match. And then, of course, you've got El Jefe. Big match experience for El Jefe. Money in the, I should say, 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble winner. Challenged Chris Andrews for the Alpha World title back at Homecoming 3. Don't know that he's ever been in a ladder match before, though. Much like Quan Shea, he's got the speed. He's very agile. At the end of the day, we just have to wait and see what happens at Ascendant 6. Right now, it's all about momentum. It's Mark Intel who qualified for this matchup by defeating Joey Bacon just last week. 2 weeks ago, I should say. Kevin Silva defeated Angelo Babos to qualify for Money in the Bank. Of course, last week defeated Babos again. So Kevin Silva riding a little bit of a high. The Portuguese god of wrestling. Multiple times saying that he is going to be hashtag God in the bank. That he dresses in green now because green is money and he is money. You're confusing Cyborg for American Justice, by the way, 702. I noticed that in the promos where I was like, Cyborg? Shaquan never fought Cyborg. And there he is. Making his Genesis debut. Gifted this opportunity by general manager Cass LeFave. Thanks to circumstance, Tim LeFave, as I said, vacating his Money in the Bank spot in order to fight Bob Luger at Ascendance. Cass LeFave had to scramble to find a replacement. She's had her eyes on Mr. Extreme for a while, from what I'm told, giving him this colossal chance. Mr. Extreme, a favorite on NGW. He's got a big heart. And he loves to play with some weapons. Feels at home when surrounded by chaos. And loves to get extreme. The Dark Horse. Could we see a massive upset at Ascendant 6? And last but not least, the final man in the Money in the Bank ladder match, the 7th. Former two-time Anarchy champion, Jaquan Shea, says earlier tonight in a tweet, the time for talk is over. I'm going to let my actions speak for you in the ring at Ascendant 6. Jaquan Shea, my personal pick to become Mr. Money in the Bank at Ascendance. An interesting, last week Jaquan Shea came out to the ring to talk about Money in the Bank, and before he left the ring, he told Brody Halleck to watch out. Jaquan Shea perhaps hinting that if he wins Money in the Bank, he'll choose to cash in on the international title, which has never been done before. When you're Mr. Money in the Bank, you have the ability to cash in on any championship. It's just that most of the time, you're going to cash in on the World Championship, which everybody has. So Jaquan maybe wanting to cash in on the international title. Maybe just for the prospect of being the one to beat Brody Halleck, unless Hannibal, of course, gets that done at Ascendant 6 this weekend. But here we go. This Fatal 4-Way all about momentum. First fall to a finish. Marcantel, Kevin Silva. Mr. Extreme making his debut. The lights on bright for this kid and Jaquan Shea. Perry White rings the bell. We're going to get it on. Jaquan Shea immediately leaving the ring. Probably going to go try to get a weapon. He's a former two-time Anarchy champion. He knows how to get hardcore. That's exactly what he's doing. Pulling out a metal bat and a Greek Kevin Silva with what Silva's ready for him. Takes the bat from his hands. Before the Portuguese god of wrestling can use it, Jaquan kicks it out of the way. Marcantel taking it to the rookie, the newbie. European uppercut though by Mr. Extreme. Having absolutely none of what Marcantel's dishing out. DDT. Jaquan Shea gonna go check out what the deal is on the other side of the ring. Going for Marcantel maybe. Turns back though, just trying to trap Kevin Silva, playing a bit of mind games. What's Mr. Extreme doing? I'm not sure. Just walked all the way around the ring in order to come back to Marcantel and hit him with a knee. I guess building up some momentum. Elbow to the side of the head by Jaquan. Snapmare. Mr. Extreme taking it to the big red machine currently. And Kevin Silva getting his clock cleaned by Jaquan. Jaquan is ready for Extreme, who tries to take him off guard. Punch to the back of the head and still gets a jab to the jaw. Silva and Extreme going to work together. An interesting combination. Vertical suplex takes out Shea on the outside. And then to the steel steps goes Marcantel. Into the ring goes Shea. Mr. Extreme following in a hot pursuit. Gonna go for the pin. Early pin. Don't know he's gonna get that. Mr. Extreme now brings Jaquan up to his feet. Gonna try to take him for a little bit of a walk. Kevin Silva battling to get control over Marcantel. Mr. Extreme wasting no time getting his hands dirty here in his Genesis debut. Bashing Jaquan's face and up that top turnbuckle. Speaking of bashing in faces, Marcantel with a punch to the back of Silva's head sends him crashing down to the mat. Jaquan Shea wants to take the fight with Extreme ringside. Deals some extra damage. Virtually battling on top of concrete. Those pads that offer you any protection. Not enough to write home about. Reverse STO by Kevin Silva takes down Marcantel, and apparently Silva's feeling pretty good about it. Clothesline to the outside, eliminated from the Royal Rumble. What is Silva doing here? What the hell is Kevin Silva doing? You do not usually see Kevin Silva fly high off the apron, though, with that clothesline that turns Marcantel inside out. Mr. Extreme takes out Shea, ramming him face first with the steel post, but not able to see Kevin Silva coming with that exploder suplex. But then he gets a face first greeting with the steel post. Marcantel, Jaquan Shea gonna try to collide here. Marcantel, also a former Anarchy champion. Kevin Silva, former World Tag Team champion. Uh-oh, Extreme! That pump handle set up into the driver. Doesn't go for the pin, though. Sees that Shea is back in the ring. He tried for the pin. Shea would have just broken it up. Marcantel thrown it into the ring, only to roll out the other side. Punch to the back of the head. Shea lying in wait, but Extreme's ready. Great reflexes by the newbie. Wild overhand thrown by Kevin Silva. Does not connect with anything, though. Mr. Extreme laid over that second turnbuckle. What is Jaquan Shea lining up for here? A 619? Dial it up, Jaquan Shea. That was awesome. You don't see that often. Mr. Extreme off the 619, reeling. Kevin Silva going to capitalize with this Chimeraplex, ending in the straitjacket German. 1, 2. To kick out of that combination, Mr. Extreme has got quite the heart, but Kevin Silva looking to rip out that heart with the Olympic stretch in the middle of the ring. Jaquan Shea and Marcantel busy, but luckily Mr. Extreme able to bide his time and escape with a hip toss, and now it is Extreme who looks for a successful debut to prove he's got what it takes. Extreme cutter to the pin. Can Shea snap too? No, he's still too focused on Marcantel. Oh, but Silva kicks out. That might have been Extreme's best chance. Tries to give up the attack, though. Springboard cross body. Echo, you big, juicy baboon. You better be on the pre-show panel this Saturday, Codebringer, but Extreme is out of it. Apparently that took it all out of him. Can he get to the pin? Struggling, trying to. Takes a deep breath. Extreme knows in this type of situation he's got to compose himself. Marcantel now destroys Jaquan Shea ringside, but still they're oblivious to what's going on in the ring. Extreme cutter again. To the pin. Kevin Silva barely survived the first. 1, 2. Oh, and Marcantel with the save of the century. I thought for sure that was going to be it right there. Mr. Extreme keeps his focus on Silva as Jaquan Shea takes Marcantel back to the outside. You can't win the match out there, though, Shea. You missed the deadline, Echo. Irish whip now into the ring. I guess I can make an exception for you, though. You are my boo, after all. Boot to the side of the head. Jaquan Shea looking like he's not faring so well. Kevin Silva, after Marcantel misses the kick, Irish whip to the corner from behind, getting a good look at that derriere, but now busted wide open. I thought for a second Marcantel and Jaquan Shea might actually try to team up together. Here comes Extreme back into the ring. Remember, it is first fall to a finish. This is not elimination. Neckbreaker, goodbye Jaquan Shea, flipping off Shea. Up to the top goes Kevin Silva, not a place he wants to be. Marcantel has got dastardly intentions. Meanwhile, Mr. Extreme flailing every which way to deal with Jaquan Shea. Code breaker! Marcantel did not see that coming. Mr. Extreme is a hell of a talent. I like this kid, and he has a bright future if you ask me. While Jaquan Shea's out, Kevin Silva's out. Marcantel's trying to battle to get a better edge over Extreme, but he's not having a good time. Action roll by the big man. Showcasing his speed. Kevin Silva says, let me help both of them. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? That was weird. But Extreme cutter. Oh my God, if Jaquan Shea takes that pin. No, Extreme throws his arm over, but Jaquan's there to break it up. What did we just, that was the weirdest glitch. That was a great glitch though. Double team clothesline. Tries to charge Kevin Silva while he's trapped in the corner. Not going to have much luck, though. Marcantel still trying to get up to his feet as Jaquan Shea delivers the Kiwi Crushers. Man, Kevin Silva's not having a good time in this Fatal 4-Way. He has received the brunt force of the damage delivered. 3 extreme cutters. Irish Whipper to the corner, though. Marcantel making sure that Extreme is taken care of. Hook to the jaw. Nope. Caught. Jaquan Shea now. DDT by Jaquan Shea. Lays Kevin Silva out. Here comes Marcantel in the ring, though. Looking to bring this match to an end himself. Code breaker attempted towards Marcantel again, but keep your eyes on Jaquan Shea, guys, because Jaquan with the brain buster. Torture rack neck breaker by Marcantel and a dirty pin by Shea. 1. Oh my God. Wow. Marcantel missed the breakup the first time. Luckily, he got it the second time. Shea rearing his old ways with that dirty pin. Gee, God save Kevin Silva, man. Full muscle buster. He is dead. How is he getting up to his feet? How? Well, now Marcantel's turn to get Irish whipped off the apron. Jaquan Shea looking for something of his own. I'm not too sure what. Trying to target Marcantel, it seems. Mr. Extreme just now coming to as he re-enters the ring. Kevin Silva, easy pickings. Just standing at a 4th extreme cutter. Marcantel looking for the bullhammer, but Extreme's got something else in mind. Headbutting his shoulder. Almost got a bullhammer himself. Shea, take that pin. Take that pin, Shea. Take that pin, Shea. Or will Extreme try to take it? No, Extreme's going to go for Shea. Someone should take that pin. Oh, now it's too late. Kevin Silva stirring. I don't know that he's even aware of where he is right now. Dazed and confused. Oh, don't tell me Marcantel's about to do what I think he's about to do. Oh, thank God. I might not be the biggest Kevin Silva fan, but I certainly don't want to see him murdered as he has been getting into this match. Powerbomb to Jaquan Shea. 2 count by Kevin Silva off that pin on Mr. Extreme. And now Marcantel's had just about enough. Closing in for the kill shot, maybe. Jaquan Shea denies it. Capture suplex by Kevin Silva to Mr. Extreme. He's won matches with that before. Just beat Angelo Babos last week with that, but apparently not content that it'll be enough to knock off Mr. Extreme here. Might have been a mistake. Extreme now has a second chance. Goodbye, Marcantel. Oh my God, almost hit a 5th extreme cutter on Kevin Silva. Brain buster instead to the Portuguese god of wrestling. Jaquan just not caring about Mr. Extreme. That's going to be an easy breakup. Now Jaquan's mad. Going after Mr. Extreme, who goes up to the second turnbuckle, just jumps right over him with that leg drop. But now Mr. Extreme about to be blindsided. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jaquan Shea! How vicious has he been? Oh, he was gonna target Kevin Silva, then changed direction last second. A third brainbuster to Silva. Oh my God. 1, 2. How are you? Is that a joke? Are you kidding me? How? What? Kevin Silva has taken 4 extreme cutters and 3 brainbusters, and did he just kick out? Kevin Silva, the true MVP. Oh, now he's goodbye. See you later. Kevin Silva's had just about enough of this match. Trying for another match of the Kiwi Crushers, but Marcantel has something else in mind. The big red machine, Kevin Silva and Mr. Extreme are still down. Bullhammer! Oh, why are you wasting time, Marcantel? Silva's just about to get up. Can he make the save? 1, 2, 3. Marcantel gets the win in this chaotic fatal 4-way here on Genesis number 137. What a match it was. I don't know that Kevin Silva is even going to make it to Ascendant 6. Lord help him. He got destroyed by everyone in that match. But in the end, Marcantel, after a bullhammer to Jaquan Shea, gets the win and the momentum. Will he be able to do that at Ascendant 6, though? Will he be the one to climb that ladder, unhook that briefcase, and become Mr. Money in the Bank? Marcantel says it is long overdue for him to be world champion. Maybe, just maybe, Ascendant 6 will finally be the opportunity he needs. Yeah, Mr. Extreme definitely showed up and showed out in his debut. Very impressive. Hopefully he brings that same level of fire to the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's hard, man. 7 Mr. Money in the Bank. It's truly anyone's ball game. We'll just have to wait and see. But now that we're here on episode 137 of Genesis, the final episode of CMV before the 3-day Ascendant 6 extravaganza this weekend. And going through it Monday, it is a first-time match. 2 living legends in CMV today. The 4-time unmatched world champion, Brian Angel, takes on the former undisputed champion and current Alpha World Champion, the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. A dream match, I'm sure, for many people, including myself. This has the potential to be a show stealer for a night that has been very, very fun to watch. Both these men have pivotal matches at Ascendant 6 this weekend. Of course, Brian Angel, alongside his tag team partner, Dule Zaire, much like Borton, not here tonight, trying to recoup from injuries sustained during that bar brawl between the Good Brothers and Brule a couple of nights ago in Zaire's bar, the last laugh. Xander Slate earlier tonight took a loss to Adam Scott. Let's see if Brett Angel can pick up some momentum for Brûlé heading into that tag team street fight at the shows. A match that is must win for Brûlé. For the Good Brothers, it's been all about the numbers. 6 times the Good Brothers and Brûlé have fought this season, and 6 times the Good Brothers were victorious. Brûlé have never been able to get the edge over Slate and Morton. But at Ascended 6, at the grandest stage of them all, the Showcase of Immortals, an event where Brett Angel has never won, can they get the job done? For Brett Angel, it's about even more than that, though, after Slate brought up his deceased wife. Brett Angel now remembers. Gotta respect the lean. I don't forget, we haven't seen the lean in a while, but I gotta respect it. He remembers who he is fighting for. And this is exactly when Brett Angel, the 4-time unmatched world champion, is at his best. Ready to go here in the main event. As here he comes, the Bloody Brit, the longest reigning CMV Alpha World Champion of all time, the man who will headline his 2nd straight ascendance, this time though live from his home country, the UK, Wembley Stadium, defending his title against the man he once considered his friend, Josh Wolf, or maybe better yet, Fenrir, in a 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match. But tonight the Brit has got to be focused if he wants to get that win over Brett Angel. If he wants to match the momentum that Joshua picked up earlier, defeating Reese Ortiz. Britt needs this victory. First time ever, Brett Angel, Chris Andrews, one-on-one. Referee Perry White rings the bell, and here we go. They collide in the middle of the ring. Even though Brett Angel hasn't had the greatest track record when it comes to singles matches this season, you can never count him out. There's a reason he is a 4-time unmatched world champion, as well as a plethora of other accolades. Former, I believe, television champion, unmatched Royal Rumble winner. Chris Andrews, though, taking her to the cleaners out the gate. We know that he loves all things 3. His couple of Germans. Now here comes the vertical. Chris Andrews, though, one of the most decorated superstars in the CMV history. Hasn't had the best time when it comes to ascendance. He's 0-2 at the grandest stage of them all. He's a former international champion. A former Anarchy champion, tag team champion, world champion, and now Alpha World Champion. He has held that title for 5 months. Winning it back at Point Break inside of the Elimination Chamber, where he risked life and limb to do so. And ever since then, he has kept a tight grip on it, setting the record for most successful defenses as well. Can Chris Andrews do it, though? Can he finally get a win at the grandest stage of them all? Can he put down Chris Andrews? Can he last? Can he destroy Fenrir? That remains to be seen, but right now I can tell you this much. He is going to town on Brett Angel. Not even getting a 1 count, though, surprisingly. Elbow drop to the back of the head. Brett Angel early on is in big trouble here at the hands of the Bloody Brit. Andrews, man, he's fired up. He wants this win. He needs this win, especially after his loss to Xander Slate last week. And after seeing the role that Josh Whoop has been on, Chris Andrews cannot afford to go into Ascendant 6 with so many losses behind him. Look at the power of Brett Angel. Like a choke slam melded with a sit-out power bomb, kind of. Brett Angel has struggled with a lot of things these past 2 seasons. Scoop slam, vintage Angel, as now he's going to go for the corkscrew elbow drop. Finally starting to turn things around. It's looking good for the Outcast. But Xander Slayton trying to get under Brett Angel's skin, I think may have awoken the fire that once burned within Angel, and that's the memory of his wife. Can't allow Xander Slayton to go around bad-mouthing Rosemary and just let him get away with it. Dropped over the top rope there. Chris Andrews in a spot of trouble. This is completely swung around. Chris Andrews was dominating the first couple minutes. Now it is all Angel. There we go, though. Just as I say that, Britt shows a sign of life, punched the midsection. Now he's going to close in, looking for his trio of power bombs, I'm going to imagine. There's one. There's two. And can we get the third? Yes, and the double birds. Don't matter who you are. There might not be any personal animosity between these two men, but Andrews don't care. He'll flip off anybody, anywhere. Brett, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Brett? From the apron, Andrews throwing caution to the wind. I would not label our Alpha World Champion a high flyer by any means, but certainly taking a rest there. But look at Brett Angel go, a little bit of a shuffle. You can send it right back. You want to talk smack? Brett Angel can talk smack. You can talk smack with the best of them. Elbows raining down on the chest. As this fight now goes ringside, Brett Angel better be careful, because we know Chris Andrews does not mind winning matches via count out. He thinks it's a legit way to win. Count of 6 right now, guys. We're getting into dangerous territory, and Brett Angel knows it. He knows what this win could mean for him going forward. Positioning him higher up in the rankings for possibly a future Alpha World Championship opportunity. Big old powerbomb. Brett Shirley, I think, is one of the most underestimated powerhouses in CMV history. He is a big guy, and you don't believe me? Look at this right here. Helicopter crucifix powerbomb. That was incredible. Innovative offense by Angel, as now he Irish whips the Alpha World Champion into the corner. And maybe going to be looking for that. Yes, he is. Irish whipping Brett off the ropes, rebounds, meets him halfway. And just throwing his full body weight at Andrews like hitting a brick wall. And Brett's feeling it now. Andrews is reeling. Starts to stir. Knows that he can't allow Brett Angel to keep up this pace. Might not have a choice, though. Again, going to go to that chokeslam powerbomb combination. And there it is. The opening that Brett's been waiting for. The opportunity as he lines up the shot. Finger to the trigger. But Britt's ready for him. Britt's always ready. Clutch it up to make the reversal. And now the Alpha World Champion looking for the cliffhanger. But Angel slaps the temple. Stuns the Brit. Takes him down. Oh, juking and jiving. Dropping the leg. Brett Angel's feeling good right now. Trying to keep a positive outlook in this matchup. Everything that's been going on with the Good Brothers. Oh my goodness. Is that a closed fist overhand shot? Takes down Britt real quick. Hook to the jaw. Britt says no. Denied. Oh, hello. Vintage 2K. Yes, I get it. Goodbye. Go away. There's that striking aptitude by the Alpha World Champion. Gets the cliffhanger on the second try. That pop-up German suplex. Showing off his power. And even more so with the deadlift gut-wrench suplex. And Britt positions himself perfectly to deliver some revenge. But Britt takes it right back. These two just taking each other's fins. And now Vintage Angel. But Andrews, stop breaking up each other's moves. My God. Reversal Fest 1999 up in here. Back and forth they go, but Britt shuts the ship down with another crucifix powerbomb variation. Goes for the pin after dragging away from the ropes. 1, 2. I mean, just looking at this matchup on paper, you knew it was going to be an instant classic, and so far they are delivering. Britt Angel seems to be out of it, though. Looks like his energy is draining. Not a whole lot left for the Outcast, who goes to the apron. What in the hell is he doing? Slingshot body splash, but Britt says no way. That veteran instinct kicking in. He saw it coming, but Brett's ready for him. Elbow to the midsection, backs him up just a bit. This is the last Genesis before Ascendant 6. They're going all out. They are delivering for this capacity crowd. Alpha Mare water slide kick to the lower back. Britt Angel doing a very good job of wearing down Chris Andrews. Targeting all parts of his body, not specifically going for any one section. Look at this. Shoulder claw being applied, but Britt standing up through the pain. And let me tell you, that is a painful hold. Hook to the jaw, cracks him open. And Andrews German suplex, but it ain't done there. Props him up, turns it around. How do you do? Clothesline, turning the Outcast inside out. To the pin, almost collapsing into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Andrews edges out the victory. What a match. Reversal after reversal had me on the edge of my seat. I thought it was over so many times. We thought we were going to get a small package driver. We thought we were going to get revenge. Vintage Angel, everything thrown at each other in this match. But Britt seals the deal with a German suplex and a hellacious clothesline combination. Here's Vintage Angel. We thought he actually had it in, but the Britt breaking out of it halfway through. Andrews is as ready as he can. Wait a minute! Josh Wolf, though, wanting to send one last message. Fenrir ambushing the Britt after a hard-fought match against Britt Angel. One last message sent that there is no friendship remaining between them. This is not Josh Wolf. This is Fenrir. And Wolf with the DDT. And Britt was completely ambushed, completely caught off guard, completely unable to deflect the attack, the jaws of Fenrir. And if that happens at Ascendant 6, we will crown a new CMV Alpha World Champion. The line has been drawn in the sand at Ascendant 6. It is Josh Wolf versus Chris Andrews. 30-minute, no DQ Iron Man match for the Alpha World Championship. Who will walk out of Wembley Stadium with the title? All right, my fine feathered friends, thank you as always for tuning in and watching this episode of Genesis number 137. Quite the episode it was, and what a finish. If you want to see the fall, see what comes next, make sure you follow me so you know what is the 3 Ganza. You want to come one it, come all. Hope to see you there. And if you don't join me on the pre-show panel, I certainly hope to see you in the stream. And if you want to be a part of CMV, of course, ! Join in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. We are on Xbox One. But even if you don't have an Xbox One, we do have people who make calls for you. Because they're pretty nice guys, you know. And ! Twitter, ! Discord. We'll give you links to our social media. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow right here on the Twitch channel, I'm going to be running the best of CMV Ascendance Part 1 and Part 2, which are up on the YouTube channel right now, but they will be streaming live tomorrow also. So make sure you check that out. And on Friday, someone's getting inducted into the CMV Hall of Fame. Who's it going to be? Check out our website to find out. So I will see you guys this weekend. Toodles. Bye. Have a good one.